Someone bumped into you and you apologized to them. Someone interrupted you and you apologized for speaking. You opened an email with "sorry to bother you" to someone whose literal job is to answer emails. If any of that felt uncomfortably familiar, stay here because this video is not about politeness. It's about something buried much deeper. People who over-apologize aren't just being nice. Their brain is running a survival program written years ago, one they never got to choose. Here are the 5 psychological wounds hiding underneath that word. Number 1. Conflict aversion. This runs way deeper than just disliking arguments. Psychologists describe it as a physical allergy to tension. When someone near you seems slightly irritated, your brain doesn't think they seem annoyed, it screams danger. And the fastest way to kill danger? An apology, even when you did absolutely nothing wrong. This is not a weakness, it's a nervous system that learned early on that managing other people's emotions was your job. But if that felt familiar, wait until you hear the second wound. Number 2. The fawning response. This one explains why you feel completely drained after spending time with people. Most people know the classic stress responses: fight, flight, freeze. But psychologists have identified a 4th one called fawning. Chronic over-apologizers are almost always expert fawners. Fawning means making yourself as agreeable, small, and unthreatening as possible to prevent conflict. It's not people-pleasing, it's closer to self-erasure. And the wildest part? It feels completely natural, because at some point, making yourself smaller really was the safest option you had. But wait, because here's where it gets really interesting. Number 3. Anxious attachment. This is rooted in a quiet, constant fear that if you take up too much space, say the wrong thing, or just exist too loudly, people will leave. So you apologize in advance, you soften your presence, you sand your edges down before anyone even asks. People with anxious attachment often grew up where love felt conditional, where being good enough always meant being small enough. So, as an adult, every relationship quietly becomes a test they're convinced they'll eventually fail. The apology becomes armor. If I say sorry first, maybe you won't leave. If I shrink a little more, maybe I'll be easier to keep. It's not low self-esteem, it's a child's survival strategy still running in the body of a grown adult. And it gets even deeper with the 4th wound. This is one most people have never heard named before. Number 4. Chronic emotional invalidation. This happens when growing up, your feelings were consistently dismissed. You're overreacting, it's not that serious. Why are you always so sensitive? And the more you hear that, the more your brain locks in a brutal belief. My emotions are a problem. And what do you do with the problem? You apologize for it. Over-apologizers often say sorry not just for their actions, but for their feelings, their needs, even their presence in a room. And that brings us to the last wound, the deepest of them all. Number 5. Core shame. Psychologists draw a sharp line between guilt and shame. Guilt says, I did something bad. Shame says, I am something bad. People carrying core shame don't apologize because they made a mistake. They apologize because somewhere deep down, they believe they are the mistake. Every sorry is a quiet attempt to justify taking up space in this world. This builds slowly through years of messages, spoken or not, that said your presence was either too much or never quite enough. And here's what makes it truly heartbreaking. Most people carrying these wounds don't even realize it. They've just accepted this is who they are. But it isn't. It's what they were taught. Now, if something in here resonated, hit the like button and subscribe to stick around. And top this video right here to keep exploring what's really going on inside your mind. See you there.